Just pulling up to a new pickup here. Let me just make sure I'm at the right spot. I think I'm in the right spot. This is a new area, so I'm a little unfamiliar, but she left me a note that said, here's where you can find me. And I'm guessing this is the place. I'm pretty sure this is it, yeah. So let me just check my notes, because she did send me some notes to check. This is a shorter ride. It's about 10 minutes. I usually don't live stream these ones, but yeah, what the heck. We're having a good time. We'll see if this is one of those that we can share with y'all. And perhaps also enjoy some great conversation. I think that's her right there.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thanks for the note, by the way.
Sorry?
Thanks for the instructions.
Oh,
I
know sometimes people get lost, especially here. Like there's a time I tried to get an Uber and the guy was lost. So
I've come here a couple of times before,
really?
So I'm like, I think I know the area,
oh,
but
that's nice.
so that was helpful. Yes.
Yeah, that's great.
Because otherwise, there's no map here yet.
Exactly.
You know,
Exactly.
they're still trying to.
Map here.
Yeah. Sandy, I just want to give you a quick heads up here before we get too far into our ride.
Okay.
I do something unusual in my Uber. Should I turn right here? I think I will, yeah. I was just going to let you know, in my Uber, I like to live stream because I love the experiences I have with my riders. I like to encourage and spread some wonderful things, and I want you to know so that you don't say things that you're like, oh, that shouldn't go on the internet or whatever.
No, I don't mind at all.
That's good. And
I don't mind.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
No worries.
My name is Binyam.
Nice to meet you, Ben.
Likewise as
You're
well.
such a nice person.
Well, thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that.
No, you're most welcome. You're most welcome. Thanks to you for making my morning so far.
Oh my!
Yeah.
Okay. That's amazing. Well, I'm encouraged. That it's. You're very welcome. Let me make sure I know where we're going here. Okay, good. I think it's catching up here on us, and it wants me to go. Where am I going? Around here. Okay. The joys of living in a new area, right? It's like, the map takes a little longer sometimes to be able to find its way.
Exactly.
Yeah. I should have gone backwards, so I'm going to go around this way again here. Golly, my map is just spinning on me. Ah!
Oh no.
We'll make it there. I think it wants me to go this way.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. We're on track now.
Okay. It's just that I've also never been there, so I have no idea
where it is.
Yeah.
Okay, it'll be an exploration for the two of us.
Yep, it's an adventure. It's an adventure.
What's in your itinerary? What are you doing?
I'm actually going to get examined by a chiropractor
Okay.
because I've been having like those lower back pains.
Those are not fun.
Yeah, at all.
Is it extremely painful?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
I'm like, you know what, let me just go get checked and see if they can help me with that. So,
absolutely.
Yeah.
At my previous job, I had 2 incidents in the span of 1 year where I significantly hurt my back. And this is noteworthy because I'm much older than I look.
Really?
Absolutely, yeah.
You look young.
I know, I've been told that. People, like, I have 20-year-olds thinking that I'm amongst their peer, but no, I'm significantly older. But all that to say, I've had a lifetime where I've been able to accomplish so much physically because I just have a lot of energy, and so it has never been a concern. So I've always kind of leaned into my strengths. But at this job that I was doing in a warehouse and as a truck driver, I think just bad lifting habits. I hurt my back twice in the span of a year, so significantly that I had to take a few months off just to recover. So I am familiar with extreme pain. So like I'm not in that zone. I've strengthened myself again, and I'm a lot more careful. However, I am also very cognizant, and I don't forget these experiences.
Exactly.
So when I hear someone who has back pains, I say, "Oh, I feel it. I feel it."
It's bad. I think for me, it's probably because I work from home, so I'm always sitting. So I think that's the major problem.
I see.
Yeah. But I honestly need to change my habits, to be quite fair. I think I need to start like exercising a little bit more, and, just being more
Sure enough.
Yeah, I really have to. But I probably sit the wrong way also. Because when you sit the whole day, you probably like start, sitting a certain way.
Yep, I hear you.
And then your back start hurting. And
I hear you. I hear you.
I hope that there won't be any needles involved.
Ooh, yeah.
When I went on their site, I saw they also do the acupuncture stuff.
Acupuncture.
I'm like, no.
Okay, so here's what I understand. Chiropractor is different from acupuncture.
Okay,
now, an acupuncturist, that's what they specialize in, so you'd know if you're saying it right.
Okay.
But a chiropractor, they're just basically, I don't know, from my familiarity, they do a lot of the cracking, that kind of stuff. So, and it's interesting the way they understand the body. They'll just kind of have you lie in a certain pose. And then they'll just do a little tug here, and all of a sudden you're like, oh, well, hello there.
I'm a little scared, to be quite fair.
I imagine they have accounted for that fearful element of potential pain. That I feel that their skill set primarily lies in the ability to not extend. Like, it's not like the dentist. The dentist people are usually fearful because they're like, oh, I'm already anticipating pain, right?
Yeah.
But I've never heard such a report from a chiropractor. So. I have higher expectations.
Well, I'll tell you how it goes. I'm definitely putting you on my favorite.
Oh, thank you.
Next time I see you, I'll let you know how it went.
That would be amazing.
No worries.
I have a question for you.
Yeah.
Quick game. We have 5 minutes here. One of the things I love doing when I'm online is facilitating conversations on a theme I find really important, on integrity.
Okay.
So I've got a quick mini game that we can play.
Okay.
It'll be sort of like shotgun, getting your perspective. I've got a list of questions 1 to 7.
Okay.
Choose a number and I'll read that question, and then we'll sort of banter until we get to our destination.
3.
3, okay. Ooh. How does integrity impact one's decision making?
How does integrity impact one's decision making?
Yeah.
I think when you've got integrity, like you've got a positive outcome on stuff. Like, it's not just about you thinking about like yourself, right?
Sure, yeah.
It's you looking at the world differently. So I just think that when it comes to your decision making, it's definitely better when you're someone of integrity.
I like that.
Yeah.
What makes it better though?
What makes it better?
Yeah.
I think the fact that like you take things to a high regard, you're
like
not shallow about stuff.
Yeah.
You're not shallow about this decision. Like,
that's good.
You're just making up a decision. You think about it. Like, there's more depth to it. You're not shallow about anything. That's what I think.
You knew the answer before I even asked. Well,
I don't even know if I answered that the right way.
You answered it brilliantly, honestly.
I literally thought about it myself.
Absolutely.
Like, as I feel like I've got integrity. So as a person of integrity, how do I approach life and decision making? So it's definitely nothing shallow.
I like it because you're saying you're not shooting in the dark. You have an organized hierarchy maybe of your value system that you're like, here's what this plays here, and you can automatically respond in a way that has confidence.
Yeah.
How would you define integrity for you?
How would I define integrity for me? That's a good question. I think for me, integrity is just mainly, I think I would say it goes back to your values, like you said. Taking things like seriously according to how you feel about them. I feel like that's integrity. Being positive, being what's the word? I'm sorry, English is not my first language, so
you're doing so
I'm
well.
literally trying to
Absolutely, you're doing amazing.
I'm trying to think of the right words to put together.
Absolutely, take your time.
But yeah, taking things like from a respectful stance. Yeah.
Cool.
If I can put it that way.
And what I liked about what you were saying before is you have that sort of process which speaks to a certain sense of awareness, self-awareness of here's what my value system is.
Exactly.
I've had a chance to look into this a little longer than you perhaps. When I checked Google's suggestion, I was like, I don't like the definition. So here's the one I came up with. So when I think of integrity, I'm thinking of, so I say the alignment between one's internal values that they hold at the very core and their external actions.
Oh, That's a good one.
I appreciate that.
That's
and
actually
so,
a good one, yeah.
yeah, it
Yeah.
resonates with you too then,
Exactly,
does it?
it
Yeah,
does,
okay.
it does,
So
yeah.
you see right away, like there is the one side of the values, which I think we all have.
Yeah.
Oftentimes I feel most of us have struggled at some point when following through on those values, saying,
Yeah.
I believe in this, but I've never done it, or I struggle doing it. So it's like that alignment or that lining up of
True.
saying, here's
Yeah.
what I really believe and here's how I'm actually doing it.
Exactly.
And it's not necessarily saying here's what your values should be. It's more like saying, what are your values according to you, things that you value, and then do you actually follow through on it? Which means you have a different, there's from person to person, they have a different sort of hierarchy of what their values are. So whereas you may have honesty at your top, someone else might say actually playfulness or gentleness or whatever else it is,
Exactly.
right?
Yeah.
And then they're given that opportunity to say,
Yeah.
can I live according to this internal framework
Yeah.
that I want to bind myself to?
That is so true. That's actually very true. I feel like integrity is like from what you just explained right
Sure.
now.
Yeah.
I think most times we think integrity is like an action word. It depends on people. I feel like people take it in two ways, either like an internal thing or an external thing.
Sure.
But like you're saying, it's actually a combination of both.
I think so.
It
I
really
think so.
is a combination of both.
Yeah, because that's how you're able to gauge how
Yes.
strong the strength of it, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Wow, are your actions reflecting your thoughts?
Yeah.
Actions reflecting like
And
who you value yourself as, what
Exactly.
you value in life.
yeah.
That's a good one.
And another component that is very subjective, but
Yeah.
I think it starts off with you for yourself.
Yes.
Imagine someone who's saying, "Oh, I'm hearing this and I want to start today." Can they say they have integrity? I think the question is in this moment, not I've had 10 years of integrity, I'm good now, I'm a person of integrity that doesn't have to focus. The real question is in the moment, are you still subscribing to that?
Yeah.
And are you accruing over time a consistency in the way that you're amplifying and lining up this way? Like in the present moment, but are you also seeing a track record of consistency in the progression?
Very true.
Perhaps,
Wow.
yeah.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Thanks for sharing this conversation with me,
learning
darling.
something.
No, you also contributed. It's a collaboration, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's a collaboration.
Oh, this is beautiful, very thoughtful, and a great way to also start the day. Like it gets you thinking. You know?
Yeah.
And like, is what I'm feeling internally and what I want to be actually reflecting on the outside.
I love it.
You know,
Love it.
not just for others, but even for myself.
For
like being
yourself.
accountable
Absolutely.
of your own actions and your own thoughts.
Absolutely. Yeah. Final question, my dear. I would love for you to say no. I love being able to inspire others, especially young men with these conversations. That's why I love having them. I never post videos, however.
Okay.
Like I have a live stream for sure that's only
Actually, I
on me.
wanted to ask you, where do I find you?
Oh, I would love to give you my card for sure.
Okay.
But if you're open as well, feel free to say no.
Okay.
I would love to feature even our conversation, the video of our conversation with my followers, but that also entails that you may, if you value your privacy, please say no.
No, I'm all good. I'm all good. Trust me, I'm all good.
I appreciate that. Thank you, darling.
you.
You're so welcome.
I will look for you.
Oh, that's sweet. I'm glad, and I'm also appreciative just because it's these kind of conversations that when more accessible, others can also join in for themselves and experience some epiphanies that say, "Ooh, how can I?"
I love how you're doing this. Like you're making the ride so different.
It's different, all right. It's different, all right.
It's beautiful.
I'm glad you're game to do it. So
Yeah.
thank you for contributing as well.
Thank
too.
you so much. Thank you so much.
You are so welcome. Is this your door right here?
I
think it might
guess
be.
this is it.
This looks like it might be it. I wish you well, dear.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I hope you enjoy the rest of your day.
I
and
already am.
Keep spreading more positivity around.
I will, dear.
Thank you.
Happy
Alrighty.
trails.
You too.
Goodbye, Sandy.
Bye.
Wasn't she sweet? So sweet, right? Hey friends, good afternoon, Zach. How are you? Thank you for tuning in. I hope you guys also derived some encouragement from that interaction. You know, something that really inspires me in the midst of those engagements is just seeing how the epiphany sets in for them and they're like, oh man, this is why this is significant, right? And when I see that, I feel blessed. I feel blessed to share in that moment of insight and awareness and encouragement and inspiration. Like, yeah, it was really sweet. Anyway, I'm glad we did go ahead with that live stream. I will see you on segment 7 on the next Friday that I'm able to share with you as well. Touch base later.